Welcome back to the video podcast of Oriental Pacific Futures based in Malaysia. As usual, this is Dawong here representing OPF and one of your favorite market opinion leaders based in bursamarketplace.com. Alright, on the FCPO outlook for this coming week, we are moving into the final week of the month January in the year 2015, and we're covering on the active month, which is the April delivery contract of the FCPO trading in Bursa Malaysia. Alright, on last week, let us do a small recap on what happened on the fundamental news. Alright, the European Central Bank has announced the new stimulus of 60 billion euros to be put into the market liquidity by purchasing bonds and supporting the market prices all the way until September 2016, which is about 1.5 years time. Alright, that actually boosted all the stock indexes around the world, but as well as FKLI. Alright, but the FKLI moving up has actually put the FCPO prices on lower sell down as an inverse correlation. Alright, the April prices closed at 2227 on last Friday, alright, which is 2,227 ringgit per ton in the FCPO prices. And this week we're going to start analyzing the market from the weekly chart, as you can see here. On the weekly chart, last week was a down week, alright, as a down week, and opening at a price of 2326 in the beginning of last week and closed at 2227, about 100 ticks range on the downside, moving down on the downside. Okay, this week from the weekly chart itself, let us expand the chart. We can see that the market could be crossing down on the EMA lines, and this week if it goes below again under 2216, which you can see on the y-axis price here, alright, if the market goes below 2216, it will actually instigate a new bearish sentiment and selling pressure down the market. But how high can the market go up to on the resistance? Roughly by taking the 50% of last week range, we are looking on the first resistance coming out at 2275. Alright, about 2275. And from the weekly time scale, we move into the daily time scale. Okay, looking at this, last week the market is actually crossed down on EMA 200. Alright, so this week it confirms that 2275 up to 2300 will be a very strong resistance in case the market pulls up. Alright, on the upside, if the market goes on the early part of the week, Monday to Wednesday, anywhere above 2250 up to 2275, that will be a good selling opportunity with your stop control at 2,300 ringgit per ton in the FCPO prices trading in April month. Alright, on the downside, if the market goes down below 2215, 2216, okay, as we mentioned earlier, then it will be coming down to perhaps, possibly to this previous bottom, okay, on this first, second and third bottom, which it could be testing at 2100 in next week or the week after. Alright, from the day chart, let us scale down again to the 4-hourly chart. As you can see, there is a temporary support arising here, which the market was closed on Friday. So it almost gives us a higher probability to confirm that our prediction might be correct, that the market will move up in the initial part of the week from this current bottom up to perhaps 2280 around here, which is the 50% of last week range, emerging as a resistance. Alright, so if it goes down and break below this EMA 200 line again, we'll be looking at okay, on the downside, of course, ultimately could be 2,100 ringgit per ton in the FCPO prices, but initially it could be somewhere around 2150 to 2160. Alright, which is also the last consolidation prices which happened in December in the year 2014. Alright, to do a quick summary on what we gathered today. Alright, the market is bearish based on this coming week, and last Friday, April month closed at a price of 2227, and this week we are expecting the market to continue to go down. Alright, but most likely we are expecting the market to pull up in the initial part of the week up to the top side of 2275 to 2280, and if the market happens to come down again, then it will be good to observe. If it breaks down below 2216, then our first target on the downside will be 2150 for this coming week, which will stretch from the 26th up to the 30th of January in the year 2015. Alright, so this is the end of the videocast sponsored and given out by the Oriental Pacific Futures based in Malaysia. This is Dawang here, one of your favorite market opinion leaders based in bursamarketplace.com. Stay tuned next week and come back for more of the CPO podcast and videocast here. We'll continue to update you with more information. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.